We are fathers who've watched our children grow, and we already understand the difficulty of parenting. Parenting is quite a challenge in America. I will say, from my experience, the tools stacked against you, sir, men, are stacked very high.
Hey, Steph.
Dave, what are you doing here?
I just thought I would drop by, see if I can spend some time with Ellie today.
And it's like a new beginning in your life. You almost feel like I'm about to start doing this right and everything.
Yeah.
But don't last that long.
Today. It's my only day off of the weekend. I haven't seen her in months. I just miss her so much.
No, absolutely not. I've already told you, you're not seeing her until you give me more money, and that's it.
Fax is a new father.
That's right.
Fax brought his beautiful son to the show and showed him off
Last week,
in the
you guys
midst
didn't
of the
see.
flames of Pasadena.
Now we got to get his lungs checked.
And when he did it, it almost brought a tear to my eye because I know what it's like to be so proud of your seed.
The kids tell you the truth all day. So I'm a daddy when people watching and when they not watching. Those are the loves of my life. Come on, I know, Kraig. My son's shy though. That's my little baby Cairo, my son. And like I say, my walk every day in life is to represent my children and how I conduct myself and what I say, because I always think about their future. I don't live in the moment because, my kids, they're just everything to me, if y'all know what that means.
No, some men are just deadbeat dads. They really are. Yeah, I'm not justifying. But majority of the time, and I said this before, is men typically don't give up on children, but they do give up on co-parenting if the wife is too difficult. That happens a lot. When there's some mothers who make even seeing the child a headache and really, really drive that man away, he ends up giving up on the children. And
Steph, please. I'm barely surviving. I work 2 jobs. I give you half of my paycheck for child support. What more can I do?
I don't know, maybe get a 3rd job? Look, when my parents divorced, my dad always made sure we had money, so my mom didn't have to struggle. If he can do it, so can you.
Polite savages, have you ever wondered how many men are driven away from their families when it's so difficult to see your child, when you're doing everything in your power, when you're going home feeling like a degenerate, a dejected loser, being labeled as a deadbeat, being told that you're never ever good enough no matter what you do. Go get another job, get 3 jobs, get 5 jobs. Nobody cares if you sleep. Nobody cares about your health. You should suffer in silence and assure that my life, far more important than your life, that my life is as comfortable as possible, because we all know in many cases, this isn't child support. This is a back alley spousal support. You dig?
When you have a child with a woman, you have no rights. They say, they got father's rights attorneys. Yeah, okay. Only way you get rights is if that lady breaks the law. Then you can set it up where she's bad for the child and you might be able to get the child, because I know somebody who got their child and the did so much bogus. Her visits with the child had to be supervised by a counselor or something. She couldn't be alone with the child because she was on the father in a way where the court said, you can't be alone with the child because you'll turn the child against the dad.
He said when you send me money for my birthday.
Well, no, he didn't send me any money for your birthday.
He said that he sent me money.
He did give me money. I would pocket it.
Well, that's not fair, Mom. You can't keep my birthday money. I'm just gonna spend the weekend at his house when we go shopping and stuff.
Why would you want to spend the night over there? All he does is talk crap about me, and you let him.
The point I'm trying to make with all this, all you new fathers, and I'm talking indirect to my brother Kraig, but I'm talking to the masses. You cannot control what happens in America with your child. You have to make sure you have a child with somebody who has the best interest of not only the child, the best interest of the father of the child. Now, of course, there's women out there that say, I don't got to have no best interest for the father of the child. Exactly. You don't need a baby by nobody that don't give a fuck about the child's father.
Steph, just please, just let me get 1 minute, just to see my daughter, just to let her know that her father loves her. Please, that's all I'm asking.
The answer is no, Dave. I'm not gonna say it again. Pay me what I deserve, or you may never see your daughter again.
And don't get it twisted, we make these videos for the polite savages, the men who are going through the same thing in the comments over and over again, and for the absolutely lovely ladies who would never do this to their baby's daddy. Even though it didn't work out for them, they find it appalling that somebody does this for somebody. These dudes are suffering, families torn apart, babies growing up without that male guidance, that masculine energy that they need to stop them from crashing out at a moment's notice.
So that's why you always see the who got daddies seem a little bit more cooler, a little bit more collected than cute like they mamas. And train your child's emotions. So it means you have to spend time with your son. I mean, you got to spend a lot of time with your son. He gonna be the cool who friends follow him because he cool like his daddy. They gonna be cute like they mama. Way they dress, way they look, but he gonna be cool like his daddy.
Polite savages.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Ladies, gentlemen, and polite savages, we are now about to embark on a journey sure to anger bitter baby mamas and child alienation practitioners alike. As always, we can only guarantee to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth as we see it. And sometimes the truth is a bitter pill to swallow, especially when you wake up and realize that your child understands that you are the problem, ma'am. So there's nothing left to do but get on up into it. Are you ready? Let's go. There are many different ways that an adverse parent alienates the child from the other parent. Many ways documented, but today we're going to deep dive into 3 and put to rest the insane notion that all of the ladies of the community have. Oh, if it was my child, there's absolutely nothing anyone could do to make me not see them. Knowing dang well they've never faced that situation. They've never been in that situation. They're talking strictly out of the back end. This is nothing but balled up BS, bull junk. Because if they did have to go through any struggle, we've seen how they react in a crisis. These ladies would break down and cry, fall on their knees at the mercy of the court and say, please, please. And nobody would listen, especially if they were in the man's position.
So how was Bobby, when do you start soccer?
I already did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. My game's on Saturday.
Oh, you got a game on Saturday. Wow. Your mom didn't even.
The ghosts.
Yeah, your mom didn't tell me anything.
Mom, could my dad go to my game? What? Could my dad come to my game? No, Gabriel. No.
That is sad.
1. The exclusionary tactic of making sure that the father is not allowed to be at any of the functions, extracurricular activities that build a strong bond between families is used at a frightening pace in the community. You see, what normally happens is that they understand that these kids are going to make memories that will last them for an entire lifetime. I remember playing sports and looking up into this crowd, looking for my father and my mother. I remember playing music, looking into the crowd for my father and my mother. I personally remember my parents being at every function, every extracurricular school activity, supporting me. Something else that never occurs to the mind of the evil succubus who doesn't care about anything but themselves, this selfish, self-centered, narcissistic person hiding the son from the father and making sure the father can't go to any of the extracurricular activities is this. The scrutiny of the other kids asking, where is your father? Why don't you have a father? Why doesn't your father care enough to participate in these activities? Is something that this child will have to live down. But you see, the mother, she only cares about her emotions. She only cares about her feelings. She only cares about her situation. She is a selfish individual. Quite frankly, she should have never ever been able to exercise this leverage in the first place.
Red flag of a narcissistic single mother. She doesn't allow the ex-husband to access the children, or she makes it incredibly difficult. She'll either get courts involved, she'll move the children far away, she will not allow children to go to the grandparents' house.
I'm here for a little TED Talk today. Not really TED Talk, more like mother-in-law talk. If your mother-in-law does not see you as her own child, that is a huge red flag. Like super red, protect yourself and your children from this woman.
You ever disrespect me, what makes you think you have access to my child? Like, I just don't understand when people think that they could still be around my kid or, you know, be a part of their life if they disrespect me.
2. This one's a classic, the old switcheroo. If I don't like your mother-in-law, she can't see my kids too. These ladies love bringing people into their conflicts with emotion, saying insane things. Now, of course, the mother-in-law in this case has never done anything to the children. She just doesn't like you, and she probably doesn't like you because you probably put her son through some things that she doesn't agree with. She probably seen the evilness in your eyes because game recognized game, and she can see the shameful, sinful tactics that you were pulling on the man that he fell for your extraordinary marketing. But let's get back to the subject at hand. You see, this is going to stop holidays in his time to see his child, because you're going to raise sand and plant the seed in the child's head that the child's grandmother or grandfather just don't like them because they don't like you. But what it really comes down to is anybody with this attitude really probably can't get along with people in the first place. Who does this?
Oh my, who raised you? I'm so glad you're home. I missed you so much when you were away this weekend. Oh my gosh. Are you okay? Yeah, you okay? Yeah, you had a good time. You were with Dad? What you got? You went to the park today? It's so cold today. Oh my gosh, did you have pizza? That's all you had for dinner was pizza?
Not having a set of uniform rules across both households established by both co-parents can create an environment of covert parental alienation. No, it's not an extreme level of alienation. It's actually the opposite. It's pretty covert. And the goal is more of who is the cooler parent. So think about where your kids would want to be if bedtime is at 8 o'clock at one parent's place, but at the other parents, they don't care when they go to bed. Or it's 10 o'clock. Or if on the weekends they're young and you still have a bedtime on the weekends, but one parent doesn't care and they could stay up. Think about if one parent is establishing nutrition and vegetables and fruits to eat, while the other one doesn't care if they eat candy and snack all day.
3. And at last, we have two sides of the same coin. One side, everything that the father does when he's not with the mother, it's absolutely a tragedy. There's danger, Will Robinson. And the other side, everything that the father does, he's an over-disciplinarian because you are letting no rules at all exist in your household. Both of these tactics work to weaken the bond between a father and his children when they are not at their primary residence. And this is an evil thing to do. But I really want to give a shout out to the ladies who actually don't do this, who are good co-parents, who go out of their way not to disparage the child's father. And I know a lot of ladies of the community are going to come in swinging hard like Mike Tyson on fight night, talking about, well, what about the fathers who run off? What about this? What about that? What aboutism? What aboutism? What aboutisms fail here? Because we're not talking about that. This video was about some of the ways and not all of the ways that men are held back from their children. And ultimately, there's one truth to be had. Fathers are important.
Hey, Dad, let me ask you a question.
What
Why
you
you and Mom get divorced? Like, what was the real reason? Like, I ain't never heard your side of the story.
You ain't ready for that story. I come home, she ain't cooking no dinner. She comfortable, she don't even greet. About 2 months into that, we have an argument because I ain't taking her on no vacation for her birthday. She stopped sleeping with me. So I start accepting meals from the little honey that work in the office up front at my job. I ain't sleeping with her. I'm just accepting the little lady bringing me food. She bring my lunch to my lunch, okay? Your mama come up there, trip, punch me in the face, get me fired from my job and all that. I come home, she start cussing me out because I ain't got a job. 3 months later.
I learned from my first situation. My daughter's mother tried to destroy me every chance she got. When you like, if something happens to you where it goes bad, you got to learn from that. You can't do that again. I'm talking about throughout life. You just can't be a person who keeps doing the same thing, because then you're not a victim. My son's mother is a gift from God. My son's mother root for me. Even though she married, you know what I'm saying? She got a husband. But my son's mother never tried to cause drama in my life. My son's mother deserves a trophy for all that she takes care of. She never tried to bring me down. My son's mother, it's like she got a pass for life from me. She got a pass for life from me.
Thank you for watching the TIP Network. Follow us on all social media outlets and ask yourself one burning question. Can you handle the tip? Boom, we're out.
We found true happiness.